It's worth rewatching this Cracker Barrel co-founder's response to the disastrous Cracker Barrel rebrand that happened approximately 1 year.
Logo rolled out the other day.
Oh, that's crazy. That's nothing. It's a bland nothing. It's pitiful.
Do you think she knows the story of Cracker Barrel?
I don't think so. I heard she was at Taco Bell, but what's Taco Bell know about a Cracker Barrel? And country food. And the food is something that they need to work on. Spending $700 million to do that is all I've been doing. I'm just throwing money out the street.
Wisdom speaks. Do you hear her? Goes the proverb. Yeah, Wisdom, the guy who began the Cracker Barrel brand, the literal cracker and the barrel, is something that was done away with by Julie Flesmasino. Never trust the three-name people. You can't trust the three-name people. No. Julie Flesmasino should have been a red flag in the first place, but anyway, she was smarter and woker and had clunkier glasses, and she went on Good Morning America and told everybody that the customers love them.
Not only from our customers, but from our team members. They want to work in a wonderful, their soundbite. I actually happened to be in Orlando last week with all of our managers. We bring them together and once every other year. And the number one question that I got asked, Michael, was, how can I get a remodel? When can I get a remodel? How do I get on the list?
Oh, really?
So because the feedback and the buzz is so good, not only from our customers, but from our team members. They want to work in a wonderful restaurant. So we're doing everything for our guests and our team members.
Yeah, Michael Strahan don't buy that. Michael Strahan likes the cracker and likes the barrel. And what is that? Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Did you know that Cracker Barrel went not just a little woke? You're talking like full woke. That Cracker Barrel had internal teams for Black people, for empowering professionals to be inclusive, ambitious, and diverse members. So for woke white people right here. This is for obese people, Latin American people, alphabet people, neurodivergent people. Okay. And women. Pretty much anything other than just straight white men. Just as if you're a straight white man, you need not apply. And by the way, that's like, if you're a straight white man, you're probably the vast majority of the Cracker Barrel clientele. So what this all was the chasing of the modern audience. This is the chasing of the modern customers that just don't exist, right? Because the people who identify themselves as trans or neurodivergent or want to be known by their little box ticking here, those are a vanishingly small and getting smaller all the time part of society. What most people want to be known as is just regular Americans. And whatever you want to archetype that into, you don't need to have all these little retarded groups. So Cracker Barrel went full woke, okay? People don't quite understand exactly how devastating this all was. Cracker Barrel has an early bird special, prime time for dining for Florida seniors. It's usually packed, and the Cracker Barrel, of course, is completely empty because they took dining rooms that look like this and turned them into this. Ooh. Millennial white, you know what I mean? Like it's just straight out of a Pottery Barn. It's it's bad. And you know who you end up hurting in all this? You end up hurting the people you're trying to help. So they have a group for Black Americans and for women and for Black Americans. Yet, who are the people that you're hurting? You're hurting women who are Black Americans who are trying to provide for their families.
Well, I got here at 4, and I've only had 3 tables tonight. Everybody has had like 2 or 3 tables max. I say at least like 9 tables their whole shift. Like tonight, I've only had 3 tables and I've made $13 total. So, yeah, Cracker Barrel, what are we doing? What? Something's got to give, y'all. People got families to feed.
You feel bad for this lady because it is actually the sneering, sniveling white ladies from Manhattan with their little corporate speak that end up hurting the careers and the bank accounts of the people that they claim they want to help. The people who are earning an hourly wage and working for tips at your Cracker Barrel. So you end up destroying her life, right? With your dumbass corporate speak. Anyway, it's finally done. Cracker Barrel has announced the CEO has quit. That destroyed Cracker Barrel's stock, that lost them hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars in business. Cracker Barrel, Julie Fles-Massino steps down, woke rebrand. It's a year late, frankly, but yeah, I mean, they had to obviously course correct. They did a little call with the White House. They even did like a funny little tweet about the White House rebrand here. Remember this? Wait, they're really attaching a Cracker Barrel to the East Wing. You know, when Donald Trump is redoing the East Wing, you probably don't want us anywhere near a remodel, says Cracker Barrel. Well done. They had some like funny bangers, A+ self-awareness. This is awesome. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Cracker Barrel, which again has been suffering in the stock market ever since the leadership has proven they don't know what the hell they're doing and have no connection to their customers. Julie Fles-Massino has stepped down. Her woke rebrand was rolled back following intense backlash by customers. The restaurant executive, who most recently served as CEO of Bloomin' Brands, who owns Outback Steakhouse, will step in to replace Massino. So the guy who runs Outback Steakhouse, probably like a little better fit there. I don't know. What do you think? Massino will remain at Cracker Barrel in an advisory capacity. On October 9th, she'll be gone forever. Okay. Her departure comes after less than 3 years at the helm, during which diners revolted against the company's attempts to modernize the Southern dining chain last August by axing its beloved mascot, a guy named Uncle Herschel, the literal cracker on the barrel, and revamping restaurants without their trademark knickknacks up on the wall, the antiques, right, that were famous. The Cracker Barrel family went around the country and found antiques from America and put them up on the wall. Following a heated backlash from longtime customers, even President Trump himself called for Cracker Barrel to reverse the change, ultimately sending the stock up 100% so far this year. Oh, well, there you go. Massino's exit is certainly a surprise for me. Benchmark analyst told the Post the company has never indicated a search was underway. Very surprising given the series of positive announcements the company had early last week. Michael Gunter said Cracker Barrel started narrowing its losses in June. But it's not as if sales momentum started surging. We're waiting to see what new management can do. Okay, there you go. Cracker Barrel announced that Julie Fles-Massino is finally gone. She's gone. Go woke, go broke. We literally mean it. Another huge win for our movement. CEO of Cracker Barrel has stepped down. She oversaw the DEI, pride, embrace of Cracker Barrel. The new CEO is smart. He'll reach out and discuss their path forward. This is another message to corporate America. Same consumers, we don't want you to mess with us and we don't roll over. Stop hiring woke losers to run your companies, especially companies like Cracker Barrel and Bud Light. Committed the biggest Bud Light in the history of New Cokes. It's ridiculous. It took this long to get rid of her. That's right. What was wrong with this? What's wrong with this? Nothing wrong with that. Adding one more, a destroyer of the cracker. Well, this is what it looked like. This was the definition of go woke, go broke. The thing is that, like, at least when Dylan Mulvaney and Bud Light were doing their thing, that it was like the Biden era. This Cracker Barrel rebrand was done during the Trump era when we had won the popular vote in all 7 swing states. So just read the room, right? Read the room. Will you go back to a Cracker Barrel? Have you gone back to a Cracker Barrel? At least they admitted they did something wrong. Bud Light never did that. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.